What's up, everybody? My name is Reynamations, and I'm back with another video. Okay, as you can see, when I first started this video, I'm starting off by sketching and trying to figure out my brush, like the type of brushes I'm using at the moment. Then I go for references of what I want to look up and then do. Because right now I really did not know what to do at the moment when I was doing this piece. I didn't know what to do. So when through the process of making this work, I went onto Pinterest and then found out some cool Naruto pics. I was like, oh, cool. Maybe I should make some Naruto art. So I decided to go Naruto, but then I did not want to do some Naruto fan art where it just like was him when he was still young, because that's really old episodes. I'm more into like the Naruto when he's already older. So I decided to go for that sort of style. So I took my references, as you can see, and I put them onto Sketchbook Pro 7. This the $50 version, of course, because I don't have enough money to have like the subscription base right now. So uh, I while I was making this, I noticed something really funny. I couldn't find my color palette thing, which was really annoying. Cause how the heck am I gonna color up my thing if I can't really color it? Well, like the color circle thing. So I couldn't find it in the corner, and as you could probably tell by the way that I'm looking at the side, I'm actually like trying to keep up with some of the videos since, well, not keeping up with the video. I'm actually looking at the video itself right next to me while you're actually seeing it in front of you, and probably see my face in the corner. I'm not actually sure how I'm gonna lay this out, but since this will be my first time doing this sort of thing, I have made time lapse, but I usually have music. This will be the first time I actually have my voice behind something, so it's like something very new. So I'm like trying out this new technique. Maybe it might work, maybe it won't. I'm not actually sure, and I'm trying to stay looking at the camera, but I can't focus on the camera. I'm like looking at myself, so I won't do anything stupid. so, so I did the sketch. I first saw the face. I wanted to get the rough layout. I noticed that the face was looking kind of skinny, so I eventually scaled it up and everything. But for now, I just like left it the same. I just mirrored it. I think I'm about to scale it. I'm not even sure. No, I'm actually trying it out to see how the leaf is supposed to look. Uh, and yeah, that's basically it. I just did like the leaf design, like the emblem thing. Is that called an emblem? No. I'm probably gonna get hate messages for that. So, and then I go for the hair, of course. And like, I almost said Naruto. Oh, I mean, not to. Naruto's hair is actually spiky into the side, but some of it actually goes over his headband and stuff. The ninja headband from the hidden leaf. So I kind of went like that sort of style, and I just get like the hair kind of randomly. I didn't want it to look too symmetrical, because like sometimes when people make their art in like a mirror, it's all symmetrical, but hair is not symmetrical. Like I can have this hair like this, really high up in the corner, but like this one, it's not gonna be like that. You see, not the same. So don't do it like that when you're drawing. It's like a huge thing. So I went back on it. I kind of did. I was like messing around with it, and I noticed that I kept on having this problem where I just kept on going from mirror to not mirrored, and then I realized that some other moments where I needed to mirror, I was not in mirror. So I was like, "What the hell am I doing?" Ray, focus. So I kind of did that. As you can see right there, I'm scaling it because it looked too skinny. Naruto's not that skinny. He's a little bit chubby because he's buff, but he eats noodles. He eats a lot too. So it's like it's like Luffy. They eat a lot because they have to use up a lot of energy, and due to the fact that Naruto has the nine tails inside of him. I guess that might mean that either he has to eat for the nine tails too. I'm not even sure. Do they eat? Or they don't? I'm not even sure. So I kind of just like went with basic shading and stuff. I kind of did like this art style where I just like drawing. I don't know, in purplish color. I don't know why. It just like feels really nice. And my tablet is very different than most because I I heard that like some tablets make their tablets feel like paper. So it's like, huh, huh. I did notice that sometimes that I do draw sometimes better on paper than on my tablet. So what should I do about that? So I grabbed paper, I put it on my tablet, and I taped it and I glued it on it. So I have tape on my tablet, but I have my hotkeys and everything there, and technically I can still draw on it perfectly. But because it has paper, it actually feels literally like I'm drawing on paper. Because you know, I can't say it doesn't feel like I'm drawing on paper because I am drawing on paper. It's just like it's not actually the drawing's not coming up on the paper; it's coming on the screen. So I'm doing this art, and I'm like thinking about different things, different looks and stuff, and in the process, obviously, I'm not gonna make the circles exactly circular because when the art gets done, they don't actually draw them like exact circles. They don't draw perfect circles because like nobody could draw a perfect circle if they tried. I mean, you can always draw it like with the tools, but by hand it's completely different. You could try, but it's not gonna be exact. And it's gonna be very. It's gonna probably have some little edge that might pop out a little because of like your hand movements. Even doing this sort of thing, it kind of goes higher, but you can see on the screen. So even doing that sort of thing goes a little bit higher. And so I was like drawing it, and then I realized, as you can see right there, I did the mirroring, and then I was like, oh shit, I'm not supposed to do the mirroring. I just cursed, but like, at least it's not a bad word. Like, not that big of a bad word. Okay, so I was doing that, and I noticed like I was doing the mirroring for spots that I should have not done the mirroring. And as you can see right there, I'm actually doing some of the spots where the shading is gonna go. So I'm doing this sort of style where I had to block out the spots that are gonna be darkened and the spots that are gonna be lightened. Of course, I didn't color in the art, the line art, but uh, afterwards I coloring everything by using the paint bucket too. Because as soon as you get all your lines perfectly connecting, not having anything popping out, you can actually like block out the colors and stuff really easily. And I noticed something. When you use the paint bucket tool, I noticed that I had this problem at first that using it, it didn't fill all the edges around it. So it will kind of like, it's kind of like a bottle cap or something. Like let's say that you want to fill in this whole entire, all this, and that color, like a gray. It will have this slight outlining around it where it will be the color of the background because it did not color in correctly. So what I did to adjust for that is that I pressed it twice with the paint bucket tool. So what it does, it paints it and then fills it in, and then it puts more paint on it, kind of like how if paint kind of splatters. It does that sort of effect on Sketchbook Pro. I don't know why it's done like this, but it works. After you do it like twice, it fills in the spots that the little edges, the little pixels that would not get want to get filled, fixing up the problem. So I started doing that, and as you can see right here, I'm doing like the little screws. I think that they're like screws. I'm not even sure. I did not pay too much attention into that spot. And right there, I'm actually adding some of the shaded spots. I'm not sure how. I wasn't sure how to add it, so I just kind of went with my gut feeling. on it, and I added all the clothing. Right here you can see me testing out skin colors and stuff, seeing what colors work the best for it, if some work better or not, and so on. And I not like the pinks. The pinks looked horrible. It just looked really weird. So after I did the pink test, you probably saw that, where I just like painted in all the lines one color, and that's what happens when you only work one layer. I'm trying not to go in two layers, so I did only one layer, and you probably see I had to block in some of it. Some of it did not want it to go. I did that, and it just didn't want like the little edge right here. It just didn't want to fill. So what I had to do, I just went like screw it, and I go with black and cover it up completely, right there, and then fill it in how I wanted it. So I did that. I did not add like hash lines and stuff because I'm not trying to go for a comic-y look. I'm trying to. Well, it is kind of comic looking, but it's not exact comic looking. And I realized that I painted the eyes blue, and then thought to myself, wait, Naruto only has his eyes blue when he's normal, not when he's in the nine tail stage. When he's in the nine tail stage, they're like a red or something. But in the frog stage, like the sage mode, he's actually is like a greenish. It's light blue green, cause like it's like his normal mode, just like with the eye difference, and him not turn into a frog. So after that, after doing all that sort of thing, I kind of like just fill in the colors. You could probably see I fill in some the shaded parts, and I, I don't know what was going on right at this moment. I felt like it just didn't want to click, because sometimes I have like this problem with my tablet. It just doesn't want to work sometimes. It's just weird. I even had this problem before I put the paper on it. So don't try thinking it's the paper, because not. I had this problem way before I even started taping, putting the not taping, gluing the paper on it. It had, I don't know, it just wouldn't fill, and I had to like adjust it. I filled it in, cause mirroring, you cannot do mirroring and filling it, cause then it just doesn't go. So I had to like adjust that, and then I realized that there were some spots that needed to be filled. I don't know why. Sometimes my tablet doesn't want to click on the right thing, so it just fills in the wrong spot. So, like this, I had to close it up and stuff, and so on. I just like go around just filling up the spots. Sometimes it clicks on the spot I want. Sometimes it does it. It's more like a trial and error sort of thing. And then afterwards, I just want like, what can I do to make it look cool? So I went with the style of adding this effect of him having the nine tails, the final thing, effect on it, and I just used this brush, and for some odd reason, I think it's because I was recording, it started glitching out on me, and then it just wouldn't put in the color correctly. It just like didn't want to click. I was like, but I clicked. It should be there, and I was like, psh, psh. It just like pops out of my nowhere. I was like, whoa, what the heck? So I'm like trying to like color calmly. I'm starting to think that it's because of the resolution of the picture. I have it way too high, but I'll adjust it. I'll have to work with it. So I did that, and I kind of like used like one of my custom brushes, because like most of the brushes I use right now, well actually most of the time I'm using brushes in Sketchbook Pro. There are custom brushes. So this one I used for blocking out trees or leaves and stuff out of a color, but I do it by erasing. So it's a custom eraser, and it's like with pattern and stuff. So I did that sort of thing, and I signed it, and then I realized that it didn't want to work. So yeah, that's my picture. Uh, hope you guys like the video, and have a good one.